Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Tonight, we are talking about the case of Jack and Lilly Sullivan, who vanished from their Pictou County, Nova Scotia home on May 2nd, 2025. Last night, Jayne McKenzie goes out and does an interview, and boy, did the sparks fly. Janie's not happy about it, I hear. And hold on, Janie's here.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace, smile through pain with a painted face. They call me too loud, too much, too strong, but honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist. I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plan, but I'll rise again. Just watch me stand. I've been whispered about and written off, judged by the gloss, not the cause. But God don't build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and he made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth and pearls. The fire don't scare me, it lights my world. You can doubt my voice, but you'll hear my name. I'm holy and heard, and I'm done with shame. For everyone called too much, too loud, too real. You're not to anything. You're exactly what power looks like. I'm an unbreakable soul, through the fight and flame. My scars are stories, my strength, my faith. Faith in my heart, fire in my clothes, forever divine. Clutch them pearls.
Let's go.
Clutch, better tighten the pearls. Drop the old facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch. Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
Okay. Can y'all hear the applause? Or is it just me? Icone. Okay. Ooh. 1 second. 1 second, y'all. I'm having technical difficulties. Hello. How's everybody doing? I've got Janie right here right now. Good to see you all. She wants to hear my comments. You guys can't see it on mobile, but you can see it on the horizontal. Good to see you all. Thank you all so much for joining me. Hello, everyone. Tonight we are talking about the Jack and Lilly Sullivan case out of Pictou County, Nova Scotia. Jack and Lilly have been missing since May 2nd, 2025. And since then, bless their little hearts, we still have no idea to date where Jack and Lilly are. But tonight, we are going over a stream thanks to our friend Nietzsche. I emailed her earlier to see if she wanted to do a live stream together, but I don't think she got to check her email in time. So hopefully we'll be doing a live stream together soon. And I heard it's off the hinges. And the little bit that I have heard, it's off the hinges. So, yeah. So we're going to get started with that in just a minute. If you guys would be so kind and please do me a big favor and hit that thumbs up button, would greatly appreciate that. Also consider sharing this live out. Hit the share button, copy that link, and drop it in any of your favorite social media. Also, if you would consider hyping this video, after the live stream and for the replay crew, hey guys, please do me a favor and consider hyping this live stream. I was going to say hyping this button. Hyping this live stream. You get 3 hypes a week. The more you participate in the live chat, the more points you get. And you have to do it on a mobile device, either what is it? Either a phone or a tablet. You got next week, Carol. You got next week, girl. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Hey, Carol. Hey, Linda. Hey, Pam. Peggy. Grace. How are you, darling? So good to see you. Good to see you, honey. Deb. Hello, darling. Miss Sherry. Nurse Mihal. Hello. Sassy. Good to see you, my friend. Miss Shannon. Up in here. How you doing, honey? You feeling okay? No Mercy, good to see you, my friend. Pam, hello. Robin, good to see you. Got to watch out for the next hurricane. They are known as, ooh, really? Tina, good to see you. MN, hype will happen. Thank you so much, MN. Good to see you. Tina, hello, darling. Susan, bonjour. Nestle, Nessa Lynn, good to see you, my friend. Miss Joyous, up in here. It's late for Miss Joyous. Good to see you, darling. Tina, good to see you. Daily, thank you so much, love. Appreciate you. Anna to the banana, good to see you. Sassy, good to see you, love. Carol, Miss Linda B. Leslie, always keeping it real. Miss Tina, let's see here. Tammy, good to see you. FAFO, good to see you, my friend. Who else do we got? Little Black Bear. Good to see you, Kim. Good to see you, Baby Kisses. Good to see you, love. Good to see everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So yeah, we're going to get right to it. Guys, if you have not subbed up to Ninchi True Crime, link is provided in the description for the replay crew. If you have been following, particularly Jack and Lily's case, Ninchi has done some incredible work, in my opinion, and link is provided in the description. If hey, Cher, good to see you. If you guys, Daff, hello, Eureka, good to see everyone coming in here. Wendy, if you guys mods would please drop Ninchi's link periodically, I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna start it again. I'll show you Ninchi's channel. It looks like this. Ninchi True Crime. Right there. Oh, she's not. Okay. All right, so let's get it started. I have taken my blood pressure medicine, and I was listening to this, some of it earlier, a little bit, because I truly like to give you guys my real reaction. I think it's more genuine that way. If every time I hear Janie, every time I hear her, hey Sassy, good to see you, Kat, good to see you. Hey Old Garden Gal, No Mercy, Deb, good to see you, Christy, everyone coming in. Every time I hear Janie, I think of the Cowardly Lion off of The Wizard of Oz, especially when she's doing like her fake poor is me stuff. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. You just don't understand me. You just don't understand. So that's why. And Daniel's the scarecrow without a brain. I have Tylenol handy if anyone needs some. Well, keep that for the back seats for Miss Daniel and Miss Janie. And of course, we debuted Tucka in the thumbnail today. We debuted Tucka. Isn't he just a little darling pooch? He's so cute. Bless his little heart. I mean, you would look like that if you had to be around Janie all the time. You know what I mean? So again, credit goes to our friend Ninchi True Crime. I guess I'm gonna drop the link again for the live chat. Make sure you sub up to Ninchi. She's really good at analysis, in my opinion, and she finds some very interesting things a lot of times. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna get started on this. Yeah, it was so funny. It was so funny. All right, here we go.
Look,
It kind of starts out pretty. The screaming is pretty much. The screaming is pretty much immediate. So it's going to be a jump scare. Okay. Yeah, she is deaf. She is, and she is great. All right, here we go. We've been trying to do.
you guys.
We've been trying to do a panel together for quite a long time. It's that, like the last times we've tried to do it, like our timings are so different. But I think we've got one hopefully coming up soon. Here we go.
Everything around. Why do you think that I am so upset with you guys? Because you guys just made a mockery out of stuff that didn't have to do with Jack and Lilly. A lot of this stuff that you guys are posting has nothing to do with Jack and Lilly.
Okay. What doesn't have to do with Jack and Lilly? And neither does your buffoonery, Janie.
That is the problem. And my interview, the only reason why I was so upset with you YouTubers is the shit that you guys put out. If I would have kept my mouth shut, I still would have been drug into this. So it don't make any difference. That's why I came out. And yes, Darren did say a lot of shit. And yes, I cleared it all up.
Okay. I hear Janie got really mad and some new things come out. And again, I have no idea what they are yet. I'm sure I'll catch them. But Janie wants to put Darren down. And you guys know how I feel about Darren. However, Janie, you are the one that said Darren made it all make sense for you. So how did that happen? It all made sense until bullshit? Is that what happened? Asking. How does it all make sense for you and then nothing? Now it's the opposite
but
of that.
The thing that you got to realize is you don't know how much of this is hurting us with all the bullshit that's put out there. The bullshit.
Janie, seriously. And you guys know I have compassion for Janie. Like, I don't think she should be in her living situation. I think Daniel and Justin need to do a hell of a lot better for their mother. I think she needs to kick Daniel out and tell him to be a man and go rent a place or whatever so she can live in the trailer and actually have some plumbing. That would be a start. What is so interesting to me about Janie, and I get it, Daniel is her son and she's going to love her son unconditionally. I understand. But she cannot give him any even constructive criticism. This man is being charged with 2 counts of sexual assault right now and confinement, forceful confinement. And all of the allegations with CPS, black eyes, neglect, abuse, the squalor that they lived in, and she can't even give him any constructive criticism about, yeah, I know Daniel's an idiot sometimes. My son's an idiot sometimes, and he says some stupid ass shit. She doesn't even get that. Oh, Anna, yeah. Justin, they said that they could hear DM in the background. I don't know if that's true. 1,000,000,000% I bet you they could. Because last time Janie spoke somewhere, I can't remember where it was, but DM shouldn't have let his mom go through that. Daniel was in the background. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Helicopter, thank you so much, Mom. Appreciate you very much. Thank you for gifting the pearl necklace. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Helicopter. If you receive that, make sure you give our sweet Helicopter grandma a big, big thank you. Thank you so much, honey. Okay, here we go. They say it gets really, really bad. We'll see.
There's absolutely no need of it all. Stick to the facts. You guys got to stick to the facts of what's going on. Not.
I only stick to the facts, Miss Janie. And the facts are your son is a lying SOB. That is a fact. We have proven it many times over that he is a lying SOB at best. And at best, the children walked off because they were neglected and abused. That's the best case scenario. And I don't believe they walked off, but that's the best case scenario.
The way we fucking live. That's the problem. It's not about Jack and Lilly anymore. You guys are saying that we are making a circus out of this. We're not. It's the YouTubers that are making a circus out of this. And that's the problem. Nobody sticks to the facts. That's all you want to do is make fun of us. What is this sense in that? That has nothing to do with Jack and Lilly.
Shit, sorry, I was muted. I was saying, Janie, you want Daniel to be able to come out here and say his 940-second clarification 1 year later of the children disappearing. You want him to be able to lie on a 4 and a 6-year-old and he not get criticism. That's what you want. But guess what? That's not the way it works. Not the way it works. Whenever a grown-ass man and a grown-ass woman who are mothers and fathers are not participating in the children's disappearance, are actively lying on a 4 and a 6-year-old who were already neglected at best. CPS, drugs, living in filth, missing 40 some days of school, not checking on them at night or the morning time. And you want him to not be able to get any criticism. Well, guess what? Do better. Do better. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. And this is the thing, Janie. You've said stories that is not possible. That is absolutely not possible with your timeline that you said that morning. It's not possible. And you wonder why people have questions and ask you about this stuff.
You guys make me out to be a fucking evil person, which I'm not. I have a fucking heart of gold.
I'm just going to leave that alone.
If Jack didn't want to walk, Jack wouldn't walk. He would stand there and he would just, I'd say, come on, Jack, we're going to walk. He would stand there and he would stamp his feet, fold his arms, and just look at me. I'd have to go and take him by the hand to make him walk. Jack would not move if you didn't take him by the hand. We got a salamander, him and I. And Daniel said, Jack, you have to let the salamander go because if not, it'll die.
When did this salamander story happen? When did this salamander story happen? Listen, you can lie to us and you can lie to yourself, Janie. But you know something happened on that property that night. You know it did. This confrontation with you and Malaya, confrontation? Or you just walked out and you saw Malaya? The raking that night is very suspicious. You say that happened and then it didn't happen. Where you was raking, all of this. It doesn't make sense. And for the neighbors to hear on each side of your property that say that they heard Daniel's vehicle, and then you say, no, nothing happened. And when you say Jack will not, walk, you had to hold his hand and make him walk or whatever, or just sit down, you would have to carry him. Then you couldn't possibly believe Malaya or Daniel's story. Because Malaya and Daniel's story is essentially the same that morning, regardless of who was sleeping, who wasn't sleeping. They both were in bed, they claim. And you say Jack and Lily wouldn't walk off. You say that, particularly Jack. How did they do it in 10 minutes? 20 minutes they supposedly... Now Daniel is pushing all of the 20 minutes now on Malaya. I noticed that in his last lie stream, L-I-E stream. That's what I call Daniel's streams now, his lie streams. Even though I showed quotes of him saying that they were missing about 20 minutes. Daniel even says in one article, again, quoted in a lot of things, he says that within, he heard the door open that morning.
Well, I stuck the salamander out of the bucket. And he looked for that salamander, and
Janie, you haven't got your salamander out of the bucket since 1967.
he cried and he cried because we let this salamander go. I gotta play kitchen for them. Well, for my oldest too. If a bug got around her, she would scream. That's all they ever, from what I...
Again, you hear Janie here talking about how, you know, if there was any bugs around little Lily, she would scream. Daniel's last live stream, he was talking about Lily was playing with bugs and worms. And yeah, it has sort of nothing to do with the case. You're right. But why is there inconsistencies? Why is there inconsistency? She either liked bugs or she didn't. Why is Daniel changing it?
I observed they just
Daniel lies about things he doesn't need to.
played on the swings a lot. They would run around the yard, and that's all I ever heard was Lily say, come on, Jackie, let's go, Jackie, come here and play, Jackie, come here and play. I never knew what that girl was going to come out in. And when it would come time to go feed the chickens, he goes, no, they were my friends. I'm keeping them. Lily, she was a Miss Prim girl, as I would say, if that's what you call it. I guess they call her a diva or whatever, but to me, Miss Prim, that's a bunch of bull crap.
What is she talking about being
But
being
you guys don't realize that. You know.
Okay, here comes the cowardly lion sound. Thank you so much, Miss Helicopter Mama. Appreciate you, darling. Again, thank you so much. If you received that pearl necklace, make sure you thank our dear helicopter grandma for gifting that. Appreciate you. This is where Janie starts sounding like the cowardly lion, right? Right? She's over there. She's over there right now. Well, if I did this, if I did that, my little daddy boy is not. He's not this. He's a good little boy. He sees 50 drones a night. They chase him 100 times a day.
What it would be like if you were in our shoes, being accused of somebody killing kids, which we never did. They left here Friday morning. I don't know where they are. I have no clue if I...
Well, they didn't leave Friday morning. They were taken Friday morning. And again, I've been on this case over a year, and I have never, and I would never say Daniel unalived someone. That's not up for me to decide. That's up for the RCMP and the courts to decide. However, what I do know is Daniel lies. That's what I do know. And that's what I have proven over and over and over again. And what I do know is nobody should be changing their story about a 4 and a 6-year-old going missing even just last week. I would never say Daniel unalived someone. I'm not the judge, I'm not the jury. But what I do know is you lie.
did, believe me. The first person that would be notified would be the RCMP or the investigators. You gotta stop making fucking us out to be bad people when we're not. There's two sides to this. You gotta realize. You don't see all the YouTubers picking on Balea. No, she's not speaking out. You know why? Because she knows what's going on.
Hold on.
And she's gonna bring Daniel down as much as she...
Wait a second.
See all the YouTubers picking on Balea. No, she's not speaking out. You know why? Because she knows what's going on.
Really? She knows what's going on? How do you know that, Janie? I mean, I believe you. I believe you that Balea knows what's going on. It's in my opinion, clear as absolute day that Malaya does know what's going on. However, for her to know what's going on, Daniel would certainly have to know what was going on, right? And you guys know, I think Malaya is equally as bad in her own right. I don't think I think Malaya probably went through some things there that she shouldn't have, and that I have compassion for. But Malaya doesn't speak out for her kids or anything else. But Malaya tries not to, in my opinion, incriminate herself. I think she knows that, in my opinion, the world knows that something is wrong with these step parents. And she just doesn't want to incriminate herself any further, in my opinion. So that's why she's quiet. She knows they're not coming home. She, stands out and hands water bottles after a year. While, again, people are looking for a 4 and a 6-year-old's remains. Now think about that. But what she doesn't do, she doesn't get out here and lie and lie and lie.
And she's going to bring Daniel down as much as she can.
Well, it's very interesting. You might want to ask your son, Janie, about just the day after Malaya left and all that blew up at your house and you kicked him off the property. About Daniel saying, she's going to blame all of this on me. Well, the news reporters like, what are you talking about? Because, nobody was pointing the finger at Daniel and Malaya like heavily at that time. People were starting to ask questions and saying something is wrong. But for Daniel to say she's going to blame all of this on me, Daniel has to know something. Your son, Janie.
Because
the one that says he doesn't watch his YouTube, but I promise you is watching right now. Y'all wave at Daniel, please.
If she goes down, she doesn't want Daniel to have Meadow. Look at it. Look at the facts.
She doesn't want who? Jen? Who's Jen? Who's Jen? Can someone tell me who's Jen? Ocean breeze makes me feel fine. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you received that pearl necklace, make sure you give our Ocean Breeze a big, big thank you. Thank you so much, Ocean Breeze. Really appreciate your support, my friend. Does anyone know who? That's what the transcript says, Jen. Jen and her morning coffee, yeah. I knew Mish. She said, Daniel? Well, fuck no. Daniel should never, ever, and I mean fucking ever, have custody full-time of a child, in my opinion. Let me see what she said.
You know why? Because she knows what's going on. And she's going to bring Daniel down as much as she can. Because if she goes down,
I agree.
She doesn't want Daniel to have Meadow. Look at it. Look. If she goes down, she doesn't want Daniel to have Meadow. Look at it.
I don't even know what the hell she's saying. It doesn't sound like Daniel. Justin, we still need... Oh, I know, Summer. Yeah, we do. We do. We'll have to, for sure. I don't think any of them should have kids. Absolutely. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Look at the facts. If she goes away, she's going to lose custody. So she's going to do it to Daniel so Daniel don't get custody.
it's so interesting to me how she's talking about she doesn't want Daniel to have custody. Technically, Janie, if you want to get petty and real, the only person that is charged with crimes right now is Daniel. Yes, they are unrelated, right? But he's being charged. Your son is being charged with 2 counts of sexual assault and forcible confinement. What are you talking about? Are you living in a delusional world?
She don't want Daniel to have nothing. You look at her background. She pestered Cody so fucking much that he gave up custody to those kids. Don't you realize, don't you guys see the pattern?
Don't you see the pattern?
If you're such a smart man, figure it out. Do your research. She goes to do her laundry on Wednesday over at her grandmother's. She comes back with no clothes. The next thing you know...
Again, Janie just might be delusional. She might be just fucking delusional. Yeah. But if you think Daniel was over there Daniel was over there while washing clothes and she didn't come back with her fucking clothes, he would notice. Number 1. Number 2, listen to your son's old ass interviews and listen to him last week, Janie. Case in point, because I know you're watching. He said in the very beginning that Malaya took nothing. She left her phone, her clothes. She left everything. She didn't take nothing. She just took her and Meadow. That was it. He said her clothes was still here. Now, last week, Daniel's got a new story to spin and says that, Malaya didn't bring her clothes back. Come on. Come on, Janie. I guess she just doesn't think, she's so focused on Malaya. Now, listen, I think Malaya, in my opinion, is as big of a piece of shit as any person could be, right? But what you're not going to do is change the history, what Daniel has said in the past, and let him drive a new narrative now. That's not what you're going to do. And I'm going to tell you something. If Malaya came out and started saying different things, I would be all over that too. I'd be all over that too. Because it's about Jack and Lilly. Neither one of you mofos should be lying on a 4 and a 6-year-old, a preschooler, and a kindergartner. Thank you so much, Demon. Appreciate you very much. This lady should not want her phony ass son near any kids. I agree. He is too emotionally immature to take care of anything. That's why grass doesn't even grow in their damn yard. That's why. Because nothing should be cared for at that home. Just like nothing should have been cared for at Summer Wells's home. Nothing was cared for at Summer Wells's home as well. Nothing.
I'm not supposed to be home Friday morning and the kids go disappearing. Why didn't they go disappearing Thursday morning? Why didn't they go disappearing a long time ago?
Why don't you ask your son?
No, she had this all planned and it backfired on her. She knows where those kids are, I guarantee it. And do you do some research?
I guarantee it too, Janie. I guarantee it too. The thing that you won't guarantee, though, is your son does as well. Your son does as well. He's the one who has came out and lied the most. He is the one that's been most inconsistent. He's the one that said the blanket and the boot prints that was found a kilometer away was not Jack and Lily's. And now he's still saying that. And I showed you guys last week in the documents, and where the reporter said the RCMP went to great lengths to confirm that it was Jack and Lily's boot print. Then Daniel says, close to, I think, a week or two later, it's Lily's blanket. Why is your son lying about that? Malia didn't lie about that. Reporters even say so. Why does he say that it was their boot print? The only one he would confirm was outside the trailer, out in front of Janie's, which the RCMP never confirmed. Very interesting, isn't it? Oh, thank you again, Helicopter. Thank you so much, honey. Appreciate you. Very kind. Thank you much. If you received that pearl necklace, make sure you thank our dear Helicopter Mama. Thank you, love.
You're not going to figure it out. You're just going to keep blaming us for something we did not do. If you're so smart, look into it.
I'm telling you, I am telling you guys, something is cooking behind the scenes that Daniel, Janie, and Miss Malaya have not talked about. They are scared as shit right now for some reason. Daniel was quiet for a long ass time. Then right at the year, he starts talking. Then Malaya comes out and holds water bottles. First time. And then now Janie is coming out. Something is happening. I don't know if it's new interviews. They've talked to them. They've asked them something. I don't know. But something is up. Something is up.
And I'm going to straighten something out for you right now. And yes, I'm upset. We went through 9 months of horror for something that we didn't do. But of course, you guys don't believe us.
Again, I don't believe Janie had anything to do with Jack and Lily's disappearance. But I do think she's holding a very heavy load right now. She's holding a very heavy load. And I'm sure that's very heavy to carry if you did something or if you know something about a 4 and a 6-year-old. And I hope whoever did this to Jack and Lily or knows what happened to Jack and Lily, I hope you have the most horrific nightmares every single night of your life until you either say something, ask for repentance, and tell the RCMP.
You believe everybody else. Oh, Malaya said this to Cheryl, and Cheryl saying this to this and to this person. We came out ourselves and talked. We didn't have anybody else talk for us. At least we have the guts to try to prove our innocence. But Malaya is hiding behind everybody else.
You had Durwood wrapped around y'all's little fingers. Come on. You had Durwood being your little messenger man, Janie.
So Cheryl can make up anything she wants and tells anybody, and you guys believe her. But
let me say something. Cheryl, that's Malaya's little Chihuahua bulldog, right? the one that's the gatekeeper to Malaya, I don't believe for a second, Janie. Not a second. And isn't she your family to begin with?
Came out and told our side of the story. We did, not Malaya. So what in the fuck is Malaya?
There shouldn't be sides. There should just be the truth. That's all there should be. Especially coming from Daniel and Malaya. They were in bed together. They lived the same thing that morning. So there should only be the truth.
She's got to be behind something if she won't come out and talk to herself about her. Talk to herself. I'm sorry, I'm so upset because this has gone on long enough. So why is she talking for herself? Why did she have to talk to somebody through somebody else to make up bullshit? And everybody believes it.
No, we don't.
And another thing I'm going to set straight for you too. That's the only dog I have. There was no other dog. No.
Are you sure it's just Tucka? Are you sure, Janie?
My dog's name is not Fluffy. My dog's name is Tucker. Tucker. Tucker.
Tukkah.
If you don't hear it, maybe you'll know what it spells.
Mm-hmm.
No dog killed those kids. Those kids
I don't think a dog unalived the kids at all.
are still alive. And I guarantee it they are. Because they let.
You guarantee that they're still alive. You guarantee that. Really. I think the RCMP knows a lot, Janie. And from jump, they said that they don't think Jack and Lilly are alive. And they said just last week or the week before that there is an extraordinarily slim, quote, slim chance, end quote, that they're alive. Not a chance.
There Friday morning.
I hope more than anything you're right. But seeing that your son is being charged with 2 counts of SA and forcible confinement, I think anyone, again, he's innocent unless and until proven guilty, but I think anyone and the prosecutor say that they have more than enough to prove their case or they wouldn't have charged. I think anyone that can SA another human being and forcibly confine them into a home or something, I think they could absolutely wig out, flip out, and do something to a 4 and a 6-year-old, especially if they're on the mathematics like he is, Miss Janie. And there's rats in the home and they're missing 40 some days of school and there's no food in the home, that they are Earl's buying him food. Malaya's grandmother's buying him food. I don't think it's that big of a stretch to think someone that could do that could flip out and do something to the kids. Your son lies. It's absolutely provable that he lies about so many things. Oh my God, thank you again, Helicopter. Thank you so much, darling. Appreciate you. You're very kind. Thank you so much, honey. Very kind of you. You received that. Make sure you thank Helicopter Grandma. Thank you so much again, honey. Really appreciate that. Daniel gets locked up. It will all change. This is the thing. Daniel will throw anybody under the bus. He will throw his mother under the bus. He has thrown his mother under the bus.
I heard them Friday morning. Where they went, I don't know. So that's why I'm saying you sit down and you look at them.
I believe you don't know where they went. I do believe that. I believe you don't know where they're at. But I do believe something happened.
Facts instead of believing everybody At least we have the balls to talk for ourselves and not hide behind somebody else. That is the problem with the people on this.
Nope. Sorry, Miss Janie. You don't have balls. Neither one of you do. And you can say Malaya hides. And yes, it's true. She does. You guys hide behind lies. That's what you guys hide behind. Malaya hides behind silence of, in my opinion, not incriminating herself. You guys hide behind lies. That's what you hide behind. This is the thing. People get it confused all the time. Just because you are cooperative to authorities, to the RCMP, does not mean you are telling the truth. Doesn't mean you're telling the truth at all. Just because your mouth is moving doesn't mean you're being truthful. Hey, Cher, thank you so much, darling. Appreciate that very, very much. Justice is coming for everyone involved. I believe it is. Thank you so much, love. And I think that I think something has happened, and I don't even know if Daniel has even told anybody or Malaya, but something is happening here, in my opinion. They're just all of a sudden, all three of them coming out, and usually they don't move unless something's uncomfortable.
Internet. Jump to the first thing you hear. And yes, I'm pissed off because Belinda says that she heard a big dog. It doesn't matter how big the dog is, how big the bark is. It could be a tiny dog with a big bark until you have proof. But no, you guys believe everything you fucking hear from everybody else but the people that were actually here on the property when it happened. And there was no party here.
This is the thing. Belinda said she heard a bigger dog. Now, could she be confused? Maybe. But this is the problem, Janie. If you would have just let the RCMP in your camper and been done with it, this wouldn't be part of the shit show. Wouldn't be part of the shit show. How hard is it to get your dog on a leash and say, mi casa, su casa? Go ahead. How hard is that? So the only one that hasn't lied about a 4 and a 6-year-old that is family, that has spoken out, as far as I'm concerned, is Belinda.
Thursday night. And as far as Bradley Wong goes, he never heard no car here for Friday morning because I never heard it, Malaya never heard it, and Daniel never heard it.
Well, I completely disagree with you there. Janie, you could not have lived on that property, especially as nosy as all three of you are, thinking that drones are all around you. Your son hopped up on the mathematics and not know that there was cars going in and out of that property that night. Not only did one neighbor hear it on one side, on the complete opposite side of your house, another neighbor heard it. And I do believe the RCMP will prove that.
But you guys believe him.
I do.
Over the people that were here. We got nothing to hide.
You got a lot to, yeah, you do, in my opinion. Listen, how do you think it would, I would imagine, particularly living in the country, you don't want to, you don't like to piss off your neighbors. It's a small population. And how uncomfortable it has to be for Brad and Justin on each side of the property. But you see, they were just telling the truth, which is what a mother, a stepfather, and a step grandmother should want as well.
We're telling the truth.
No,
we're
you're not.
coming out and we're saying what actually happened here.
Well, which story? Which story, Janie? Which story should we believe? Which one? Daniel said he's did over 50 interviews. And each interview, he said something complete opposite. Complete.
So if you want to believe people that weren't here, you guys go right ahead. You can
Sure
say
will.
whatever the fuck you
Sure
guys
will.
want. Because you know I'm tired of this bullshit.
Good. We're tired of it too.
The only people that have
You know who's tired of it? And this is the thing here. This is the thing here. Is Ninchi in here? Ninchi, I emailed you earlier. Not a police dog. They all saw it inside the RV looking out. Yes. 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 What I was going to say. Someone else said something. She is. She is. And I think that they know that. I think that they know that.
to believe me and Daniel is the investigators in the RCMP. But you know what? You
Ninchi, thank you for recording
guys
this.
are just ruining everybody in my family by putting all this shit out here. Shit that people are making up. Do your research. Go back.
And you know what you hear here? This is what you hear. All you're hearing here is poor, poor, pitiful me. Poor, poor, pitiful me. That's all you're hearing. That's all you're hearing. Not, let's find Jack and Lilly so we can prove our innocence. It's it's all these people has ruined my meth head son so much. He smoked it for years and didn't have 2 kids go missing. He bruised them for years and nothing happened.
Back and do your research. I'm not the smartest person,
That's a good
believe
song, isn't
me, but I know what happened here. And what is my reason to lie? What is my reason to lie about it? Why would I unalive 2 children? Why would Daniel?
Ask your son that.
Those children are still alive. And they're out there somewhere.
They're not, Janie.
And if they're not, they weren't unalived by mine and Daniel's hands.
How do you know?
Believe me.
It's very
And when the
interesting. She, Daniel will say, my mom and I, don't know nothing, have nothing to do with it. And she'll say that for Daniel. But how would they know? They're in 2 different homes that night. And Janie, even though she absolutely knows what goes on in that trailer, because she goes in that trailer every day, multiple times a day. Again, she has no plumbing in her camper. And again, Janie, I have recordings of you going in that camper and talking to Daniel. I know how you feel about that trailer, Janie. We know how you feel about it.
truth comes out, I hope all you YouTubers feel like shit. And I want an apology.
I have never and would never say you unalived someone or Daniel for that matter. But I have proven that you have lied especially Daniel, extensively. And I would never, ever apologize to someone who is neglectful and abusive to children. Ever. Ever.
From all these YouTubers. Because the truth will come out.
Yes, it will, Janie.
There, I gave you enough information for your next show. Go on and make a fool out of me. Because that's all you guys love to do.
You did a fine job of that, Janie.
Look at the facts, man. Look at the facts. Go back and do your research.
I'm telling you, it's just, she is so blind if she says go back and do your research. Janie, do you not understand that truly over 99% of the public thinks that your son and Malaya are lying? What are you talking about?
Back and look at her side. Look, why is
the damn sides are the same, essentially. They were in bed together. That's the entire point that drives me nuts about this case, that people who take up for Malaya or people who take up for Daniel, the motherfuckers were in bed together. Either sleeping or not sleeping. They were dozing in and out of sleep. They know Lily talked, came in a couple times. They know that they were laughing and giggling in their room. They know they got Meadow up. They got, said that they, didn't go to school, did the little email thingy or whatever. All of this. You've got the same damn stories. So what do you expect? That's why I don't take up for either one of them. Because they're lying. Thank you, Pinky. Thank you so much, my love. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, Pinky. Thank you for your support, my baby. Appreciate that.
her family just coming out now saying all this? Why didn't they come out before? I waited 2 months. Yes, I waited 2 months. And I got so many accusations and humiliation against me that I thought I would come out and tell you something.
It's going to get messy.
Yes, I come out and told the story. And I had it done here so I could show everybody where everything took place and what happened. The kids are not here, not dead on this property. We did not unalive those
I don't
kids.
think they're on the property. July something.
If they did, the cadaver dogs would have fucking found something, don't you think? Ask me questions, I'll tell you the truth. And you think these are fake tears? They're not, buddy. They're not fake tears at all.
You know, I think she's really crying there, but I think she's got a heavy load on her chest is why she's crying.
Do your research, man. Stop listening to all the bullshit. Do your research. Look at all the facts.
Bullshit's coming from
We've told you everything you need to know. Nothing more.
Yep. She feels sorry for herself.
Ask me anything. I'll tell you the truth. Go ahead. Ask me questions if you want to know answers to. Because I got nothing to hide. And I got nothing to lose anymore. You guys just ruined our lives. Over stupid accusations that people are putting out there.
Come here, girl. Come here.
It breaks my heart what happened to Jack and Lily. They don't deserve this. Nobody deserves the humiliation that we're going through over something that somebody did that was so stupid.
Came here, introduced my dog to Jack and Lily, and Lily started to scream. because my dog was near her. Ever since that, I've kept my dog away from the kids, Jack and Lily. When they heard them out in the yard, my dog started barking. I opened the door and let my dog out. My dog is penned in. When they heard them out in the yard, my dog started barking. I opened the door and let my dog out. My dog is penned in.
You okay?
Trying to find the easy way out. The easiest way out that she could have done was just up and left. She didn't have to do it the way she did it. Where's her family? Why isn't her family speaking out? What do they have to hide? Why does Malaya have to go through her friends to get to say what she has to say? Why can't she come out and tell the truth? Don't you think that's kind of suspicious? Don't you think she's hiding something? That's the point. See? We come out and tell the truth. But she hides behind her crowd of friends that she hasn't seen in 2.5 years. Of course they're all gonna blame Daniel. That's the way of getting out of things. Put the blame on somebody else. Put the attention on somebody else. Make him a...
Thank you so much for gifting a pearl necklace, Lori. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, my love.
The bad one.
Thank you.
Well, sit and look at it. Who's the bad one? Who's the ones not speaking out for themselves? Who's the ones that are getting people to speak out for them? What are they hiding? Have you analyzed that? You go through, if you were in our shoes, you go through this for 9 months, people accusing you of murdering 2 kids. How would you feel? You get to a point where you explode, don't you?
Please don't hit the cord.
See, the thing is, why can't people just be open? Why can't people speak for themselves? Why hide? Eventually it's going to get caught up with you, isn't it?
It
So
certainly
why not
is.
just come out and tell the truth? You can tell.
Did I miss something, guys? Did I miss something? I had to step away from the computer a second. What did I miss? Lori. Oh no, I didn't. Okay.
Tell the truth. You can't add to, I should say you can't add to the truth, but you can always add to a lie. And people
Boy,
think,
talking about adding to a lie. Have you not seen your son adding to the lies?
that we changed our stories. Well, you have all these people accusing you of stuff. Aren't you going to get a little bitter? I haven't changed my stories. Darren did, not me. He came up with stuff and said stuff that I never even said to him. He just made up a bunch of bullshit. And you
Then why did you say, Pearl, don't, why did you say that Daniel or Durwood made it all make sense?
And you know he's a bullshitter. If somebody knew stuff, why wouldn't they tell the RCMP? Why wouldn't they tell the investigators? We're honest and open with everybody. We have nothing to hide. We're not running like some people are. We're not hiding behind other people. I'm just going to say this. If I were you guys, you YouTubers, if you really want to get to the bottom of this, stick to the facts about Jack and Lily. What's going on with Daniel now has nothing to do with Jack and Lily, but it's all brought in to make Daniel look bad. And as I said,
When When they heard them out in the yard, my dog started barking. I opened the door and let my dog out. My dog is penned in. When they heard them out in the yard, my dog started barking. I opened the door and let my dog out. My dog is penned in.
Oh, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. I opened the door and let my dog is pinned in. Hold on, let me listen to that again.
Leia knows more than what she's saying.
Hold on. Why is my mouse?
And I'm going to tell you this. YouTubers, if you really want to get to the bottom of this, stick to the facts about Jack and Lilly. What's going on with Daniel now has nothing to do with Jack and Lilly, but it's all brought in to make Daniel look bad. And as I said,
when they heard them out in the yard, my dog started barking. I opened the door and let my dog out. My dog is penned in. When they heard them out in the yard, my dog started barking. I opened the door and let my dog out. My dog is...
When I wish my freaking mouse would work right.
And I'm going to tell you this.
17.
If she goes down for what she's YouTubers, if you really want to get to the bottom of this, stick to the facts about Jack and Lilly. What's going on with Daniel now has nothing to do with Jack and Lilly, but it's all brought in to make Daniel look bad. And as I...
Okay, Janie, do you hear that? Do you hear what she's saying right there? She's saying that all of this has nothing to do with Jack and Lilly, but this is to make Daniel look bad. Janie, you know that they have to prove that, right? They have to prove that.
Said.
When they heard them out in the yard, my dog started barking. I opened the door and let my dog out. My dog is penned in. When they heard them out in the yard, my dog...
When they heard them out in the yard,
dog started barking. I opened the door and...
My dog started to bark. I opened the door.
And let my dog out. My dog is...
Let my dog out.
Penned in.
My dog is pinned in.
Malaya knows more than what she's saying.
So does Daniel.
And I'm going to tell you this.
Exactly.
If she goes down for what she's done, because I know she had something to do with Jack and Lilly disappearing. And when she goes down for it, she's going to lose she's going to lose custody of Meadow. And she doesn't want Daniel to have Meadow neither. So she's doing all she can to ruin Daniel's life so he won't get custody of Meadow.
Thank you, Dolores.
And that's my opinion.
Thank you, Dolores.
And I'm going to stick by it.
Well, I wouldn't stick by either one of them. I would stick by what is right, even though he's your son, Janie.
Because the heat is on.
And here we go. The heat is on. The heat is on. What is the heat now? What's happened recently? What's this heat?
And when this all comes down, as I said, you YouTubers are going to be such fools.
Okay.
And I hope that we get a personal apology from all of you guys for the misery that you put us through.
I'll send you Temu credits, Janie. I'll send you Temu credits is what I'll do. Thank you, Helicopter. Again, thank you so much, honey. Very kind of you. Really appreciate that. Thank you so very much, hon. Thank you, my love. Very kind of you.
I really do.
If you're as smart as you think you are, or as you say you are, at analyzing everything, you would take what I said and you would sit down and you would analyze what I said. And you would come up with your own conclusion.
We do. And if that conclusion you don't like.
And the reason why I'm asking you this is because all the other YouTubers will just tear me apart again, like they're doing now. And we've had enough of it. Enough. All the bullshit that's going on out there. If I knew anything what happened to those kids, if I'm breaking down now to you, don't you think that I would have told long ago if I knew what happened to Jack and Lilly?
Thank you again, Miss Delore. Thank you, Miss Delore.
Just this here stuff on YouTube is tearing me apart. If we unalive those kids, don't you think that it would have torn me apart long ago?
I think
don't
it is.
Don't you think that I would have broken down long ago if I knew where those kids were?
I think she's in denial too.
Do you know what it's like to go into a store and have people stare at you and have people talk about you? No, you don't know what it's like. It is you guys that are doing it to us. You YouTubers. And we're being accused of something we had nothing to do with.
Yeah, what's it like for Jack and Lilly?
It's not fair. Do you think that Daniel's other two kids and Jack and Lilly and Meadow aren't going to see this and wonder why this is happening to them and happening to us? Do you guys ever sit down and think of that? No, you don't, as long as you guys have followers and think you're being big, important people. It just breaks my heart that the kids are all the talk that is said about their father, their grandmother. See, Malea's not thinking that. Malaya don't care about anybody but herself. What mother would go to the beach? What mother would go out and party with two children, with her two children missing? I certainly wouldn't be, would you?
She's right here.
Just me talking to you.
Thank you, Pinky.
Telling you all this stuff. I don't have to. We have no one to really sit down and talk to about this because they don't believe anything we say. They do believe total strangers over the people that were here.
You may think that you know us, but you don't know nothing about us. And neither with Daniel.
Can y'all see me? I hope I didn't cut out.
He may come off all tough and everything. But I know he had nothing to do with unaliving those kids. So you take it as it is. And everybody says, when I say my heart doesn't lie, well, my heart is still not lying to me. But it's okay for Belinda to say that in her heart she figures the kids are dead. It's okay for her to say that. Now, any grandmother that would think that doesn't think much of her grandchildren. I still have hope. That's all anybody can do is hopefully that where Jack and Lily are is they're found soon, safe and sound. Either way, I'm not going to say it because I don't believe they are in my heart. I'm not going to say it because I don't believe.
That's the one thing that they all agree on seemingly is they all say the kids are alive.
They are in my heart. And I know those kids are alive because when I heard them Friday morning, they were alive. So you go on and think what you want to think. Because to tell you the truth, I've had it with all this bullshit. Our lives will never be the same again.
Hi, Charmaine. Thanks for having me on.
First, the one thing that I really want to know is, like, why now? Like, why did you decide that you wanted to do this on a live stream? Because I was...
Hold on one second. Let me see here. Okay.
Prepared to do...
Where's the yelling at? Maybe it's one up here. Maybe it's one right up here. Let me check.
Call. No, I did not see her or hear.
Let me make sure I'm playing the right one. Give me a second, guys. As I look, because I was hearing screaming earlier. And okay, it was that one. Let me send that one. They got
anything about her making a call at that time until I heard it in the chats.
Let me move past a little bit. Do y'all know where this
By the swing. And I figure if I took him, he could find him. But the officer Mason told me that to leave my dog because I figured if any, he was there. We live in the country, so when somebody tells somebody that the kids are missing, you automatically, I don't care who you are, you check the woods because there could be a possibility they were in the woods, right? So
why didn't you ask Daniel and Malaya how long have they been missing when you were the last one to allegedly hear Jack and
went
Lily?
up in the woods, and I met Daniel up at the top of the old road up here at the hill, and he was in the Malaya's car, and I said to him, I said, did you find the kids? And he said, no. He said, are you coming with me? And I said, no, I'm going to search around the area here and see if they're around there. And when I come back down, the RCMP were already here. So I could back over to the RV here. And yes, I was going to take my dog out because I figured if anybody, if Tucker could find them,
Wendy, thank you for the
hear them,
floating
he would
heart.
let me know where they are if he heard them scream.
Wendy, thank you for the floating heart, honey. Appreciate you very much.
Or not, because he usually lets me know when the kids are outside. That's how I knew they were outside that Friday morning, is my dog started barking because he heard the kids outside by the swing.
The dog started barking, but I thought the dog didn't have to bark for you to hear them, right though, Janie? And
I figure if I took him, he could find him. But the Officer Mason told me that to leave my dog in the RV. Don't take him out. So I put him back in, and then I took back up in the woods again and searched up further up in the woods.
And what time, can you remind me, what time did Justin show up that day? And please, once and for all, let everybody know if Justin was there staying.
Okay, let me.
Jack and Lilly went outside going. What happened to it? What came about it? What it came about? It just feels like they've lost interest in Jack and Lilly.
I thought it was just the public, but it turns out it's
okay.
Ever laid eyes on that man? I know his girl, but you're stupid. And if you want to analyze somebody, you better analyze yourself. And he thinks nobody is any better. Deal with Jack and Lilly. The way I choose to live is my business.
Okay, I haven't heard this.
What I do, and that child is outside playing in the hallway.
I have not heard this.
A lot out.
Like, I pleaded. I don't know. I was so disgusted. I don't know.
Thank you, Helicopter.
I watched it, but some people said there was more stuff after that. I don't know now.
Thank you, baby.
If I asked Malaya to please come out and tell us what happened that morning. Now, everybody says there was 3 people on this property. Yes, it was true. 3 people. Me, Daniel, and Malaya. Okay? Now, I went on to Shenanigans tonight, and they were saying that they believe Malaya had nothing to do with this. Well, she was part of this. So if she had nothing to do with this, how did I have anything to do with this? So I had nothing to do with this. So why are they saying that?
Well, we can also reverse that, Janie. How come if you say Malaya has something to do with this, then why wouldn't Daniel have something to do with this?
I had everything to do with this. Why are they saying I'm the ringleader of this? They weren't my responsibility. Like, I'm going to give you an example. I already said this to you earlier. Okay, people may understand this, people may not. But say if you're living in an apartment building and there's four people that live in that apartment building. There's 4 apartments in that building.
Thank you.
I live across
2 hours, 24 minutes. I've not heard that part. I want to go back and listen to that. Thank you.
Number. Chance,
Okay.
I don't have your phone number.
This is where
I'm
it
not
starts.
stupid. Where? Mike, you can't even analyze the comments. That's how stupid he is. If he knew how to analyze anything, he'd be able to analyze that my phone number was posted 20 times. I don't want that. I want you to call on the messenger and talk. We're not going to chase you. I'm not going to talk about pizza. I'm not
Look how healthy they were there, Jack and Lilly.
talking about mustard and pickles and salami. I'm not playing games. I want to know why you were in the driveway. I want to know why you're here. Why?
Please clarify. Can you unblock me and call?
Yeah.
And clarify?
It's not, no.
That's
Wait. Are the
where
you can
Janie
know
starts
oh,
talking.
she says something. My why I took care of your grandbaby. This or you know, face is what you better. He's going to jail anyway, and what he's going to jail for? They're gonna mop him off the floor.
Yeah, they don't
It's
like
best that you come
sex
forward
offenders.
because eventually, I know I've watched many things happen in life. That
Hey, I got a question for my Canadians right now. If Canadians, if they're charged with SA, do they have to register as S offenders? No, Pearl.
Truth always comes out. The truth always comes to light. What's done in the dark comes to the light. Why are you here, Janie? Why chance are you here? Because
Thank you, No
both of you are
Mercy.
involved.
Yes.
It's been over a year.
So if Daniel is convicted, he will have to register as an S offender. Wowzers.
Wait,
I'm here for
give me
the
a second.
sandwiches. Yeah.
Give me a second. Okay. I just missed the call from her.
Yeah, I know it's different in Canada, but I think you can look up S offenders now in Canada. Finally, they changed it, didn't they?
Janie, please call back. I won't talk.
What would you like to ask Anita?
Can you tell her to just take her
Buckle up.
time and keep her mouth shut and let somebody talk?
You got the floor.
I thought they just made it, or maybe it was a bill they were trying to pass. Yeah, I think they just changed it where you can look them up now. Not yet.
Okay, Anita, we're sick of your shit. And I think it's time that you just lay low and keep your mouth quiet, because what you're saying is totally ridiculous. You're telling a lot of lies, and you weren't
New
here
from last night.
when it happened. And all you're getting is secondhand information from people here, there, everywhere else. Like,
Yeah, because when they did it, when they passed it, I think it was like maybe 5 or 6 months ago, I went and pulled up an article and read it.
because
But I couldn't remember if they passed it or they didn't. I wasn't sure.
well, you don't know half the shit that went on here. And it's about time that you start producing
Thank you, No Mercy.
some receipts of what you're saying, because you're not. And it's getting time to keep it quiet. And we don't have to answer.
Thank you, Neva. Thank you for sending 600 jewels, honey. Really, really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Thank you, love.
To you, Anita, you're not an RCMP officer. You're not a detective. You're not an analyzer. So why do we have to answer to you? Why do you need to know everything when you don't? Nobody needs to know anything.
Neva, thank you for gifting a picnic basket, honey. Appreciate you.
Unless we want to tell you. And we told you everything. What more do you need to know? Get off of Chance's back. He has nothing to do with this. Get off of Jordan's back. He has nothing to do with this. They were helping search for Jack and Lilly. That was all. And whatever you heard is bullshit.
They were on the pipeline destroying evidence. You were raking in the driveway. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying.
I was breaking my driveway, my dear sweetheart, because I was planning on putting a pool in. And if I plan on doing that in my own property, that is my business.
There was no talk of a pool. You have no money for a pool.
One thing I'm really glad that Janie was triggered, because they said there's some new stuff that came out. And again, why is she keeping stuff behind? And when people get pissed off, sometimes the truth comes out.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Tell the truth.
Mike, control her. I will give her a chance to talk.
Okay.
When I am done.
Go ahead, Janie. Let her talk.
I have to cut you off because I can't hear you. Just hold on. I have to close your show out because I can't hear you.
Go ahead.
Just hold on. Okay, let me get you back up here. Okay. Now, you give me a chance to talk, Anita. You asked me why I was wrecking my driveway. I will tell you. I plan on putting a pool in for the kids. Yes, the kids, Jack, Lily, and the other 2 grandchildren. Now, just because I was raking doesn't mean I was putting it up that day. I can rake my yard whenever I feel like it. The kids are not dead. They are alive.
How do you know?
Because I heard them Friday morning. When they left this property, they were alive. After that, I don't know what happened to them. Now, you can take that through any way you want. I don't have to explain it.
Pinky, thank you so much for sending flowers, my dear. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you, my love. What did she say here?
Just because I was raking doesn't mean I was putting it up that day. I can rake my yard whenever I feel like it.
Okay.
The kids are not dead. They are alive. Because I heard them Friday morning. When they left this property, they were alive. After that, I don't know what happened to them. Now, you can take that through any way you want.
But you said there was no way that they walked off. Janie, you said there was no way that they walked off. And
I don't have to explain it to you. The investigators got my statement. It's up to the investigators and the RCMP to find out what happened to those kids, not you. Okay? Now, if you got a question, I will answer your question. And then if I have a question, I will ask you. Now, if you want to talk to me, we will do it one at a time. If not, I will hang up. Is that all right with you, Anita and Mike?
Sure. I'm good with that.
Yes, I like that.
she
Thank
says
you.
she just heard them.
Janie, I thank you for being here.
Go ahead.
Did you hear what I said, Janie? It takes
Janie.
courage to come
I
here.
can barely hear you.
Okay, so let me ask one question. Janie,
I thank you. I thank you
around,
for being here.
Go ahead.
around what time did you rake? Around what time was that? Just to clarify.
I was raking in the evening, and the evening is around here. When I was raking was around 5:30 or so. It wasn't at night. Who would rake in the night? Why would I be raking at
Then why did you say that?
night? Can you
before?
see raking at night? So it was in the evening around 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Okay, I'll get back to this later. Anita, go ahead if you have questions. Otherwise, I'm going to take
Janie,
over.
if the kids left the property alive, who picked them up?
Well, if I knew who picked them up, my Nita, my dear, I would tell you. Don't you think the kids would be found up by now if I knew where the kids were? I don't have.
But aren't you the one, Janie and Daniel and Durwood said you saw Malaya outside walking back from like a black car or something? She was out at the road. Yeah, or
I have an idea who picked the kids up. I heard them Friday morning, as I said, after they left here. I don't know where they are or what happened to them.
Why won't you say who you think?
Yes.
Who I think it is? Well, you want to know who I think it is?
Yes, at it had to be after 4 o'clock that they were fixing the fence, working on the fence. Daniel said it took him a little while to find his tools, even though they're out on the front porch.
To tell you the truth, it could have been aliens. It could have been anybody. As I said, Anita, I don't know who took the kids. If I knew who took the kids, I would tell you. You seem to know everything. You tell me who took the kids.
I don't know everything, Janie. That's why I asked you to come here.
You seem to know
Hey,
everything. You know
No.
everything, my dear.
Zevia.
You know exactly.
No.
You tell so
No.
many.
Ziva.
You tell
I
so
only
many
know what
lies.
Malaya said.
And I'll check
I
you in
only know
so
what
many
Cindy
lies.
said. No lies. I think Clown Man or Cindy.
Well, she absolutely went with it. Then Mary Lou, she absolutely went
Picked
with
them
it.
up. You know who picked them up.
Okay,
You know
if
what
that's what you
happened.
think, then you know more than I do.
Janie,
See
you
what I mean? You know
know.
more than I do.
Janie, you were not putting a pool in. Malaya said she never heard of a pool there. Come on, Janie, do better.
Malaya didn't know that there was a pool there. How in the hell do you know? You haven't
Ninchi,
talked
that's
to
exactly
Malaya,
right.
and you must have did a lot of catching up in a week since you were there. Did you? You must ask her a lot of questions.
Now, to be real, I don't believe this Anita gal either. Most of what
They got
she
a
says.
lot of answers from her in a week.
Janie,
Because
do you know that
according to you,
yesterday
you came on a
Cindy and
Monday
Malaya
and
wanted
you
to
left on
talk
a
to me?
Sunday.
Janie, did you
I'm
know
having a very
yesterday?
hard time hearing you guys.
Anita, wait. Let Janie finish. Let Janie say everything that she has to say. Go ahead, Janie. Please.
I'm having a hard time hearing you guys.
Okay, I will not talk. You will talk, and please go ahead and finish what you wanted to say.
No, I'm just saying, Anita, you've got if you're going to be the famous detective you are, or the famous RCMP officer you are, you got to get your facts straight. Because when you say something, you turn around in a couple of days and you have everything twisted.
I wanted to touch on
so many lies. I don't know which lie to believe. You're lying. You know who picked up the kids. Malaya and Cindy wanted
Either way, I'm glad Anita is triggering Janie.
to make up with me yesterday. They wanted to talk to me. I don't want to talk to Malaya. I don't.
Well,
I want to talk to you. I believe you know.
That's up to you.
Janie, you hold the secret.
You don't want to talk to Malaya. I can't make Malaya talk to you. I can't make Malaya talk to me. But I'm telling you, Anita, you're getting yourself in over.
I want to know what it was that really triggered Janie.
Over your head.
What's
because
the question?
Stuff you're saying is nothing but a lie.
Then tell me what's the truth. Why were you raking the driveway with the hose?
No, you let me talk, Anita, because I've heard everything you had to say, and I'm going to correct you on some shit. Okay?
Okay.
Now, you said that the two people that came to your house, you say one was Jordan and one was Justin. 1 minute you're saying you never seen these people before, but you're saying one day that you could tell it was Justin by the way he moves his shoulders. The next time you're saying that you say it's Justin because he was long and lanky. Which is it?
What's Daniel saying in the back, Janie?
Do you know why the police went to
tell me to slow down because you're going to slow.
Sorry?
Wait, Anita,
Okay.
please. I need your statements, okay? We will handle all of this later. Janie, you said something that there was a bad decision that Malaya made. Could you clarify?
Yes. The bad decision Malaya was calling 911 when she knew what was going on.
Okay. How do you know that she knew what was going on?
What?
The bad decision Malaya was calling 911 when she knew what was going on.
Okay.
How do you know she knew what was going on?
You know that she knew what was going on.
Exactly.
Oh, come on, Mike, by her actions.
What stands out to you the most?
But what about Daniel's actions? They were together.
Most. By her.
The most is no mother would act like that. And you know it, eh?
Neither
You're
does a
supposed to be the
stepfather.
great analyzer. You would know the way she was acting.
I want to hear it from
No
you.
mother would act like that.
Because I wasn't there. I want to hear anything that I
You're
could.
right. You said it, Mike. You weren't here. You weren't here.
And I want you to fill in the blanks for us. Because, sometimes there are questions that we all have. You can look at my chat. People want answers. And if you say you think that Malaya had something to do with it, well, by the way she acted, that's not enough. You know what I mean? I want more. I want you to tell me what else have you heard, overheard? What makes you suspicious?
You want more? You want more? You want more answers? Well, okay. Anita's giving you answers. Do you believe everything she says?
My mind right now is so open because I'm so happy that you called me. And I know I didn't handle things well with you. And so I'm trying to shut up as much as possible because I want you to clarify what you can clarify. And
I'm trying. Mike, you don't understand. Everything we say, you guys tear it apart. And what I mean by you guys, I mean you and Anita and everybody else. You and Anita included. But you don't seem to be tearing her apart. All the stuff that she's saying, I know is a bunch of lies. Because she wasn't here. Cindy wasn't here. Wade wasn't here. The only three people that know what happened on this property is me, Daniel, and Malaya. And if it didn't come directly from one of us, then it's not true.
And what I'm most interested in, Janie, is Thursday night. And nobody has... Go ahead.
I told you what happened Thursday night. I can't tell you anything more, Mike. I told you. I was out. They come home from town. I was in my trailer. I come out. Jack and Lilly were playing beside the playhouse, looking for bugs and worms, or centipedes and worms. They played in the yard. I was raking. I was working on my fence. I went inside. They came inside. After that, I don't know what happened.
When was the fence?
In this trailer.
Go ahead.
I know they probably come in the house and went to bed. That's what Belay and Daniel are saying. They went to bed. I heard them Friday morning. That's all I can tell you, Mike, is I heard them Friday morning. They were alive when they left here Friday morning.
When was the last time that you saw them on Thursday?
Thursday around 6 o'clock when I came in, around 5:30, 6 o'clock when I went into the house, when I was out there raking.
Did you hear anything afterwards?
No, I didn't hear anything after that because I went in the house and I went on Facebook.
What time do you go to, okay, so what time do you normally go to sleep, if I may ask, just in general?
I can go to bed anytime I want. I don't have a regular bedtime.
Okay. How about Thursday? When did you actually go to sleep? Just I want to make sure that, you know.
I don't know what time I went to sleep. I don't look at my clock every 5 friggin' minutes. I lay in my bed and watch Facebook or watch a movie or whatever I want to do. I don't know. I don't check my clock to see what time I go to bed. Do you?
Not lately, no.
Well, do you know what time you go to bed?
Well,
See?
Thursday is such a sensitive day. I would think that you try to recollect anything that you possibly
can. Why would I remember what time I went to bed, Mike, Thursday night? How did I know this was going to happen Friday morning? Oh, excuse me, I should go back to Thursday night and find out what time I went to bed. So, I should know what time I went to bed Thursday night because the kids are going to go missing Friday morning.
She doesn't know what time she goes to bed Thursday night. Come on now, folks. Come on. You don't remember whenever they said, Janie, when the RCMP asked you, Janie, what time did you go to bed last night? Come on, Janie. Come on.
Are you that stunned? Are you that stunned?
I'm asking you. I want you to clarify.
Well, I'm telling you my answers, whether you like them or not.
But you were there on the property, so it's only natural that I...
Yes, I was here on the property. But does that mean that I have to remember every fucking time I go to bed and what time I go to bed? Like, come on, Mike. Christ, okay. I might go to bed 2 or 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't fucking know. When I get interested in a movie, I watch it. I may fall asleep through a movie. Are you going to check the time? Oh, I put a movie on. Yeah, I put a movie on, and then I go to fall asleep, and I have to check the time to see what time I'm falling asleep when I'm watching a movie?
Okay, I have one more question.
Come on, Mike.
Janie,
you're smarter than that.
I'm trying. Janie, when was the fence finally finished? There were some disagreements there. When did Daniel actually finish the fence?
We finished the fence when I got some more boards.
Was that around?
I didn't finish it Thursday night, but there was another fence behind that, Mike.
Okay.
The kids knew not to go out of that fence. Because every time they went out of that fence, and here's another thing, Mike.
No, finish what you were going to say, Janie. The kids know to not go out that fence. Well, then where'd they go? Where the hell did they go?
Answer me this question. The kids were home how many times? How many days were the kids home from school? And all of a sudden they picked Friday to go missing? You better sit down and look at the facts, Mike. Really, between you and me, you sit down and look at the facts. The kids, they went over to their grandmother's on Wednesday, did laundry. The laundry didn't come back. Her laundry didn't come back. Thursday morning, how come the kids didn't go missing Thursday morning? Okay. Friday morning, I wasn't supposed to be home.
Thursday night.
Come on, Mike.
You see, we have got to clarify only a couple more things. And I want to know about, you said Justin wasn't staying there. Is that correct?
No, Justin wasn't here, Mike, and neither was his dog. Come on, I told you that numbers of times.
The only dog I have is my dog Tucker, and his name is Tucker. And get it right.
Okay, Tucker.
His name is Tucker, and I've had him for 5.5 years, and he's
My
the only
dog's
dog
name
that
is
I've
not
had.
Fluffy. My dog's name is Tucker. 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 If you don't hear it, maybe you'll know what it spells.
She is not making any sense. You're exactly right.
In the last 5.5 years, I got him when he was 6 months old, and I've had him ever since. And he's the only dog I had.
Poor Tucker.
Got it. I miss talking to you. I'm happy that you're talking, and I'm afraid to say the whole
Well, you treat me right, Mike. I'll treat you right, but I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of Anita ruining people's lives. And I'm going to tell you something, Mike. You go back.
Why does she got something against Anita? Just curious.
You go through your channel, or you go through your line, and pick out the bullshit that she said. You make it anything right.
Let Anita defend herself, please. One moment. Anita.
1,000%, Deb. 1,000%. I absolutely think the kids. It happened between 8 p.m. and midnight. 1,000%.
Anita, go ahead.
The morning that they're talking about here, they are just making it all up, in my opinion.
Janie, I didn't ruin anybody's life.
Yes, you have,
Tell me
Anita.
what I
You
did.
ruined Jordan's life.
Tell me.
You ruined Jordan's life.
How? I didn't have the guns at his house. He had the guns there.
You ruined his life. Look at the bullshit you put him through. You ruined Chance's life. Look at Chance's life. Chance lost his job.
Chance has been in trouble since he was 14. He lost his job way before me.
The difference now, Anita, 14 years ago has nothing to do with now.
Janie, you said your turn and then mine. Can I have my turn? Can you slow down?
Sure, go ahead.
Chance lost his job long before me. He shouldn't have been hired. He had a criminal record. You know these guys.
Okay, we got a poll, guys. Do you think something happened to the kids? Put a 1 in chat for Thursday night. Put a 2 in chat for Friday morning.
There's Jordan. His father ruined his life. He's a clown. He had guns there on his own accord. Nobody told Chance to call me. You didn't tell him to do it. And nobody told Jordan to threaten me. Don't you dare say I ruined people's lives. Jordan made a choice by having the guns and threatened me. I didn't ruin anybody's life. Clown Man ruined his life. As far as Danny boy, he made choices. He shouldn't have moved in with Malaya or dated her. And you should have told Danny when he showed up with her. Wait a minute, Janie. I gave you your turn. Give me mine.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to call you back. I have to get my phone. My phone, I can hardly hear you guys. You sound like you're a million miles away.
Anita, one moment.
Okay,
Let me
no
translate.
problem. Okay.
Okay. So, God, I was going to ask you.
Mike,
Yeah, please.
Mike, she's here. She's here. Mike, go soft. Go easy. Tread easy. Tread easy. Listen to me. Let me do this, Mike. Go easy.
I am.
Don't lose her. We need her.
No.
Go easy.
I will shut myself off, and you're gonna do this, okay?
When it's hot, you gotta get them when it's hot. Danny's right there.
This is Anita. She supposedly knew Malaya. I don't know if she knew Daniel.
Told her to call.
I don't know much about her, to
this.
be honest with you.
I gotta go easy too.
Yeah, let her, and please let her talk. I need her statements. Like, take a pen and write down some thoughts if you have to, so you don't lose them. But I want a full answer from her. Go, one moment. Okay, welcome back, Jane. Anita will ask some questions. Anita, go slow and then
sorry. Sorry, I couldn't hear you guys. I don't know if it's the or what. Okay, go ahead.
Janie, am I clear now? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who couldn't hear your voice?
Okay, I'm going to repeat what I said.
I guess
Janie, be nice. I'm nice to you. I'm not being rude to you. I don't have a horrible
Be
voice.
nice. Yeah, all the stuff you said about me and you want me to be nice. I'll be nice for you to you today, Anita, and get this settled because I'm tired of it.
Janie, I did not
Go ahead.
ruin Chance's job. He shouldn't have been hired. He had a criminal record. He chose to call me. You didn't tell him to call me and threaten me. He made choices. He has to be accountable. Jordan made choices and called me. He did a death threat. Yes, it was sent by Belinda and Daylene. Daylene is going to be disbarred. She's an attorney. She shouldn't do that.
I think,
Okay, you
or an
done?
acquaintance.
No, I'm not.
I don't know if they were like friends, but they were acquaintances, I
done.
guess.
I don't go fast like
I
you.
think she was at the house a couple times.
Tell me when you're done.
Okay. Also, Janie, the reason why I have discrepancies, but maybe Malaya was lying to me. Malaya said you were never putting in a pool, but maybe you were. Also, I never hurt Jordan. His father did by being a clown. I have 3 sons. You have 2. I didn't ruin anybody's life. People make choices. If he has illegal guns in his house and the police go with a search warrant and find them, that's not my fault. I didn't say anything horrible about you. I'm not rude to you. I'm not like that. I asked you to meet me for a coffee. I would still meet you for a coffee. I would talk to you. I wasn't raised to be disgusting. I said nice things about you. I said you're doing your job as a mother. You're protecting your son. You can laugh. I never, maybe it is all Malaya. Maybe Daniel's innocent, but tell me why. I believe they're both involved. Cindy also told me, is it true? I'm asking you, Janie.
Hold on now. You're getting
Janie,
I'm
I'm
talking.
I gave you a chance. Let me talk. Janie, I gave you a chance. You
want answers to questions. Listen, you want answers to questions, but then you don't give me a chance to answer.
Anita, please let her. Okay, go ahead.
Janie, was Cindy ever... Okay,
no,
go ahead.
Anita, stop. Janie, answer. Anita, stop. After you ask a question, let her talk.
Let me answer you about Chance. Chance? It doesn't matter what Chance. Now, you keep saying that your husband or boyfriend had criminal records years ago. That has nothing to do with Jack and Lilly. Okay, now you're saying Chance shouldn't have been hired because he has a criminal record. That's not up to you to decide that. That's up to the employer to decide whether they want to hire Chance or not. Not up to you. There's millions of people out there that have criminal records that get a job. Your husband is supposed to be running a company, working for you. If he has a criminal record, why is he working for you? So
He was cleared with a pardon. He was cleared with a pardon 25 years ago.
As far as Jordan goes, Jordan was inserted this by his father, yes. But what went on between him and Daylene has nothing to do with you. How do you know it was Daylene that got Jordan to call you?
Jordan told me. Jordan told me. Daylene told me.
You say that you had nothing bad to say about me. I had nothing bad to say. You had nothing bad to say about me. Come on, Anita. Might go back in your friggin' goddamn live shows and review what she said about me. Hillbilly. You're even making my rooster angry, Anita.
You called me a city slicker.
You say that you never said nothing bad about me. That's bullshit. Come on, Anita. You haven't said anything nice about anybody.
Yes, I have. Can I talk now?
I will not meet you for a coffee. I will not meet you for a coffee. And I will not get a lawyer because you tell me to. I will get a lawyer if I need one. I don't need your help. I don't need a new house. I don't need a new car. Stop trying to bribe people with I have this, I have that. I drive a Mercedes. I have a beautiful ring. I have a nice husband. Who gives a shit what you got, Anita? It's not about you. It's about the kids. I couldn't care less if I had a friggin' pop ring on my finger and I drive a bicycle built for two. or if I live in my
Hey, y'all, I got to jump off here. I am so sorry for ending it so unexpectedly. Thank you, Bo. Appreciate you very much. I will see you guys maybe in a little bit. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys so much. Thank you, guys.